What's going on, y'all? What's going on? It's Tuesday evening, you know. Hope everyone's having a smooth, cool, and 100% true evening, you know. Yeah. Replay gang, when you catch me on the replay, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Everybody on your way in, on your way out, if you could kindly hit that thumbs up button for your girl. You know? So, what's happening? What up? What it do? That's for sure. But everybody in my city say, what up, though? Hey. How's everyone doing tonight? All right. So, I wanted to bring this really quickly because, there's going to be some future endeavors for me. I'll be in the courtroom. If you guys remember, back, hold on. I'm great, and how are you, my big sister Sean? You having a lovely evening? Oh, and I tried to text you and call you, but after this or whenever you have free time, you are more than welcome to give me a ring a ding ding, just so you know. Um, but if we remember this right here, um, this little boy, this happened. Oh yeah, yeah, almost definitely. Oh no, yeah, I feel so good. That was awesome. You know, Miss my big sister Miss Mocha made me make a little water out my eyes. You know what I'm saying? She definitely flowers to her. Um, so yeah, this is a lady we got. Her name is Brandy Pierce. This happened back in January. She smothered her 9-year old son, Zaye, Zamir King, tied him up, and then buried him in the yard. And then she ran to Georgia, y'all. And, oh yeah, monster, yeah, monster. So she ran to Georgia, y'all. And then I want to show y'all this. Hold on, let me get this out the way. Um, okay, hold on. So if we can see, this happened 2/26/2025. Okay. Um, let me see. Hold on. Actually, I'll look at it like this. Hold on, y'all. JP. Because I actually, I remember this because it happened around the same time as our girl, you know. And then, because some people were trying to say, that allegedly it could have been her that was found. But I had kind of forgot about this. And what's interesting, like I said, is it just got bounded over on the 4th of November. Like I covered it on my hot topic, and it literally just got bounded over, and I don't know if it's because she was on the run and they finally found her, but yeah, she was on the run, and she just had she waived her right to her preliminary down at the 36th district on November 4th. And she is now, it got bounded over to the 3rd district, the circuit building, and she is going for her arraignment, and that will be tomorrow at 9 a.m., which I'm going to be in the courtroom. I'm going to cover this case. This is diabolical for sure. It's crazy. I don't get these parents. I keep saying it, like I don't understand, especially like the extent to smother, to tie him up, and then to bury him in a shallow grave, like just pure, like you don't care. And the sad thing about this is Mr. Zamir, he tried to tell. And once again, good old Detroit CPS failed this little boy. So as we look, we got she was charged on 10/24/2024, and it says you know 2/28/25, and then a warrant was issued, arraignment on a warrant. Then she had an intern condition, so she actually wasn't on the run. So this doesn't make no sense. So on 2/28/2025, she had a remand, no bond, a pre-exam hearing, and she was in front of Judge Sean K. Jacques. Yeah, I know him, Mr. Jacques. Then bond continued, referred to pretrial services. And then we go on to March, and then nothing, and then just another pre-exam hearing, which is in May, and then another one in June, and then we had another one in August, and then another one in September, and then the preliminary examination was at 9 o'clock in front of Sean Jacques, and that's when it was bound over, and then Brandy Monster Pierce will be arraigned on the information tomorrow at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Paul John Cusick. What's going on, Shell Baby? What's going on, Yolanda? Keep it 100. How y'all doing? I hope you're having the smoothest and the coolest and the truest Tuesday night that you ever could have. Yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know really quickly, that again, this happened again back in January. Brandy Pierce smothered her son, a 9-year-old Zamir King. Justice for Zamir King. Let me get some blue hearts in the chat for him, please. She finally went to. She had a court hearing on November 4th, a couple days ago. She waived her preliminary right. They bounded it over, and she will be arraigned in front of Judge Cusick at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And I'm gonna cover this story. Yeah, man, she tied him up like a dog tied him. It's just diabolical. Like, it's wild. And, this little boy, man, and that's the yard. I remember, I kind of was, I thought it was a new one, and then I went and did my little research, and I was like, oh, wait. But then I was just kind of confused, but I think, because they kept doing a pre-exam, and I think she was trying to maybe claim insanity, or maybe they were trying to see if she was fit to even stand trial, or even, I don't know. I don't go to law school, so I just found that was really interesting. Like, why now? Yeah, I'm gonna just play a little clip of the story to remind everybody. And again, and Mr. I went to court for a certain somebody last week, and he did not show up. And his trial is going to be on 11/17/2025 at 9 a.m. And I'll be there too as well. I'm hoping he'll show up. Let's see. We got oh wait, okay. Let me pause real quick. So I got my big sister Sean in the house. Big sis Sean B, what's going on? Then we got Yolanda, keep it 100. Keeping it 100, I know that's right. Then we got Trina, 5801. How you doing? I hope you're having a smooth, cool, true evening. Shell Baby 92, my angel, how are you doing? Thank you for pulling up on the girl. I appreciate you. Appreciate the blue hearts in the chat, and everybody, don't forget to kindly hit that thumbs up button. And another thing, I'm going to if you haven't had a chance to check out my sister, my big sis, Mocha Unfiltered, with the authentic and the real and the uncut. She be breaking it down too and doing her thing. So I'm going to go ahead and drop her link in the chat. And if you haven't got a chance to check her out, please do. And hit that subscribe button. It's free. And share the lives, and and we got my We got Dr. J in the building, 1972. Dr. J, how you doing? Hope you're having a smooth, cool, true one, too. Absolutely. So let me go ahead real quick. I'm gonna drop Miss Mocha's link in the chat, and then she is going live at 6 o'clock. She's bringing us another story. Um, and again, pull up on your girl. Only if you want the real, the true and authentic story, you know? Your girl. Oh, what? Only if you want the real. Sorry, y'all. The true. That came unmuted. What's going on, Tosh Davis? 396. I hope you're having the truest and the coolest and smoothest evening you could ever have. There we go. I dropped my sisters, my big sis Mocha's link in the chat, y'all. Please, please, please pull up on the girl. With unless you don't want the truth or the unraw and uncut, then don't go, cause she's gonna keep it a buck and a bean every time. So yeah, this is Zamar King, the third, age 9. Again, I will be updating everybody when I leave the courtroom tomorrow after her arraignment. And I'm just going to play the story really quick to remind everybody, because it's been some time, so we're going to remind the people what this diabolical biatch did to her son. Her, her biological son, And this is just nuts, y'all. People gotta stop. So, first I'm gonna play a little clip of Worthless, because again, this happened January 6th, 2025. And our girl Naziah, went missing January 9th, allegedly, 2025. And I remember when they found this, baby boy, there was a lot of speculation that, that this was Naziah. And, so I remember this, but this is what Miss Worthless said at her press conference. She needs to stop doing those, in my opinion, because, yeah.
My 27-year career, I don't remember seeing anything like that.
So I want to talk about a case of a young boy named Zamar King III.
Oh, 2024? Oh, yeah. Thank you for correcting me. My bad. And so did he. It was my bad. It was not this year. My bad, y'all. It was my bad. Thank you for that correction.
2025, the Detroit Police Department was notified.
Oh no, this guy was January 2025, and our girl Naziah was 2024, y'all. That was my bad. I apologize.
Contacted him when he went to that house.
What's going on, Tanya? Welcome in, welcome in. We being smooth with it, real cool with it, and real true with it over here. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. And don't forget, if you could kindly hit that like button on your way in or out, that'd be great. Like and subscribe and share the live for your girl.
He found a shallow grave in the backyard of the home on Whittingham. Upon arrival, the police were shown that grave, where a human foot was sticking out of the ground. The foot was believed to be belonged to a small child. After an extensive investigation by quite a few agencies, and the chief will talk about that in a minute, the buried body was discovered to be 9-year-old Zamar King III. That the mother of young Zamar was 41-year-old Brandy Pierce. It's alleged that she killed him, and that the cause of death found by the medical examiner was smothering and neck compression. It's alleged that she purchased a shovel. She bound him by tying his hands and feet together and dug a hole in the background of the house on Whittingham, where she had been living for a short time. She then put him in this hole and covered him with dirt.
They need to cover her with dirt, in my opinion.
Son, who was 3 years old, moved to Georgia, Cobb County to be exact. It was determined that this, in fact, happened sometime in October of 2024. It seems to all of us who do this work on a daily basis, there's been just a large number of tragic cases that have happened to our children, worse than we have seen. So it's our hope that we don't continue to see these, but I know that's probably false hope that I'm having.
Why would you put that in the air, Miss Worthless? It's all about the verbiage for me. All right. And then this was her You know, when she very first, they found our little boy with his stick footing out, his foot sticking out of the ground. And in January, y'all, in Detroit, it's cold. I mean, it's cold. Like, man, justice for Zamir King, man. Zamar, my bad. The bushes in the house is filling up, but the like count isn't changing. Hit that like button. Yes, please do hit that like button for your girl. Hit that like button. We're bringing awareness, We want to bring awareness. What isn't to like about that? Hit that like button. You're not even doing it for me. Hit the like button for the awareness that's being brought. Thank you, Miss Shawn. All right, so we're going to play her arraignment. Her first one. Again, this just got bounded over on the 4th, and I'm going to play that next. And then she will be in court tomorrow.
The court is calling case number 25-055-67401. The people of the state of Michigan versus Brandy Catrice Pierce.
I agree, Miss Mocha.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tina Ripley on behalf of the people, P83688.
Tina Ripley.
Good morning, Ryan Moran, P83665. I'm with Miss Brandy Pierce. We wait for formal reading. Miss Pierce stands to you. She's been advised of the rights.
Okay, good morning.
You're welcome, Tanya. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for being here.
Miss Ripley, your bond recommendation.
Oh, and I wanted to point something out. Miss Ripley is the prosecutor on this case as well. And guess it's the neighborhood or good thank you for hitting the like button. Let me see. Monster Butts attorney team, that's who's defending her. What are they called? Good neighbor or whatever. Oh, Neighborhood Defender Service. That's who's defending her, which we know them because they've been defending that monster.
Station.
Yes, Judge. People are asking for a remand in this case. The facts in this case are nothing short of egregious. DeMar King was a 9-year-old child who's treated like he was a piece of
That's
garbage. He deserved better. And
that's
will show that back in April of 2020.
Detroit, and everybody in the 313, like, again, that doesn't make you scratch your head or even your ass a little bit. Like, what? The same defense constantly in the same prosecution and no justice. And, me and Miss Shawn chopped it up about, justice and peace, how they go together. You can't have peace without justice, and you can't have justice without peace. Because some think that, justice has to come first. And me and Miss Shawn broke it down on a demonstration. It was a really nice one. And we both agreed that, they go hand in hand. But yeah, Miss Mocha, I like that statement. I mean, it's a very true one. And yeah, Tasha, I got you.
The defendant and her 2 children went to a hospital for help. CPS got involved. DeMar told CPS that his mother chokes him and wants to kill him.
Did y'all hear that? The 9-year-old baby boy told CPS out his mouth. My mom wants to kill me. She chokes me. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm starting to think that, what is it? I don't even know. Like, is it a play? Is CPS a play? Like, is there even such thing as CPS in Detroit? Like, for real.
Fast forwarding to October of 2024, the defendant and her 2 children are living in Detroit on Woodingham. The defendant orders a shovel and a wagon from Walmart. She digs a hole in her backyard behind her garage. Later in October, I believe October 24th, DeMar wakes up early as would be usual for him. We believe that the evidence will show that the defendant smuggled...
Really quick, Tasha, let me know when you write that down so I can delete it.
...suffocated and that the defendant heard his last gasping breath and decided to walk away. That when the defendant came back, DeMar, he was blue. And instead of helping him, she decided to bind his arms and legs put him in a wagon, and take him out to the hole that she had in the backyard and bury him. The callousness with which the defendant treated Zamar cannot be understated. The defendant is an absolute tribute to the community and the fighters. After the killing, the defendant took herself and her other son to Illinois, Wisconsin, and then down to Georgia, where they had been resided. The defendant was subsequently arrested 2 times in Georgia for crimes involving her mother, son, and drugs. We have extradited that on this warrant. So people believe he wrote it.
Okay, thank you. Your response, Mr. Moran?
So on behalf of
Crazy work, man. Gotta be something in the water. Or, you know, ain't no leadership, ain't no unity, ain't no integrity, ain't no boundaries, ain't no structure over her at all. That's why these monsters keep monstering.
She has absolutely no income. She does suffer from disorders that I'm not aware of she's received her medication for. I can tell you that in talking to her, we understand that she's received a master's degree as well. Ultimately, Your Honor, you know, I think we lost this randomly, so there we go. So ultimately, Your Honor, when it comes to bond, I think it's important to know that it's easy to, you know, read up a police report and read the most egregious allegations and then confine somebody.
What's going on, Carla? Hope you're having a smooth, cool, and true evening. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. And Ms. Mocha says, Tanya, and it's so sad. It seems like these mothers are doing the most to their own children. Absolutely, it is. It's weird. It's weird. It's like an epidemic right now. I don't know what to call it, but again, I know I'm a young grasshopper, but this is unheard of. Well, I'm glad, Miss Carla. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go.
What I'm asking the court to do here is to use the least restrictive means possible and confine her to a homeless shelter. She would ultimately...
Hold on. He just asked for a bond with the least restrictions. What? Is he all right? What? She buried. What? Okay, hold on.
Any concerns that the prosecutor or the court would have would be addressed with a home confinement GPS tether to a homeless shelter.
A GPS tether to the homeless shelter. Get the fuck out of here. How dare you? Man, what? Again, when it comes to these shorties, I think a law needs to be passed. Like, no bond. No bond. No slap on the ass. No little pat on the back for what you do to these shorties. No, I'm over it. I feel like the law needs to be changed. You know, and you need to go on a list. Like, you need to register, like, you know, some other predators. Like, I feel like people should have to register, and I feel like they need to stop just, you know, patting people on the back. Like, you know, I know people, this girl was bragging about, you know, doing, you know, time, and, you know, her baby was on the live because she was whatever, long story short, but she got 3 years probation, and she got charged with homicide, and child abuse, 2nd degree, and she got 3 years probation. What? But you got people out here, yeah, man, don't even get me started. Get the hell out of here. 3 years probation. Like, just slaps on the wrist for the shorties, bro. And, you know, those are our shorties that our father borrowed to the world. So, again, they're not even really ours. So we really got to be protecting them and taking care of them. But this is diabolical. How can he say the GPS tether to a homeless shelter? Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. Wow. The audacity. You know.
She is homeless, Your Honor. I don't think it's appropriate for me to even argue the facts in this case at this stage. But when it comes to ties to the community or flight risk, I heard what the prosecutor saying that she wasn't found in another state. I still think it's how to addresses that. So my ultimate request, Your Honor, is to release her on a reasonable bond, confining her to a homeless shelter.
Okay.
Man.
Thank you. After listening to the arguments of the parties, the court has had an opportunity to
review the investigator's report and take into consideration the background information that has been presented by defense counsel. The court certainly is concerned not only
Certainly ain't the word.
appears to the community, but also a flight risk. After these egregious acts or allegations, she left the state, was in Illinois, Wisconsin, and then found in Georgia. So a flight risk, that's pretty much clear. As it relates to being a danger,
Very clear.
indicated, the facts are just egregious in terms of how this child was found,
Right.
the condition,
Miss Sean, like what?
body having been decomposed,
That part, Miss Mocha.
prior information that was submitted in terms of the contact with Child Protective Services, and based upon that information, she definitely poses a threat to the community.
Absolutely. 100% she does.
Believes that based upon the information, finds through clear and convincing evidence that she is a danger. Also, that based upon the information that has been set forth in the investigator's report, it appears that the presumption of guilt is high.
Very
And
high.
the court
Outta
is
here.
going to
In my, yeah, they had to bring it from Georgia, and I'm still over here sick. Like, how can he even say the lowest? Like, he could just be like, like, nah. And then, I'm having a problem these days. As soon as someone, gets into some shit, does some diabolical shit, now they want to scream about, oh, I'm mentally ill. But you weren't doing anything before that to try to treat it. I can't stand that shit. I can't stand it. They were in denial that they were mentally ill, but then as soon as, it's time to pay for some consequences, oh, I'm mentally ill. I don't like that. That's just me, though. That's just my opinion. So then right here is November 4th, which was a couple days ago, where Miss Monster waived her right to her prelim. Hold on. What's going on, Nisi? Good evening. Welcome. We're over here being smooth with it, real cool with it, and true with it. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. You're new. I ain't seen you before, so I appreciate it. Thank you for coming and seeing about me. If you could kindly hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It's free 99. The support is great. We're trying to bring awareness. Who wouldn't want to support awareness? And it's free 99. So again, thank you for coming and kicking it with me. So this is November 4th. And she didn't do anything to her other child. Right. That's the crazy part. Why? I wonder if they had the same dad.
Whatnot and how it's a platform where you can literally buy anything. Well, this is what I bought from Whatnot. And spoiler alert, we got some pretty crazy deals.
Any testimony you give.
And this is when she's in front of Mr. Jacquees. The one that was supposed to be there and then was on vacation and yeah, blah, blah, blah. Mr. Sean Jacquees. Have been following you and appreciate your content for the children. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm trying to, today's my 16th day, so I'm coming along and, trial and error and, it'll get better every day. No, they don't. Okay. Miss Mocha shouting you out. All right, here we go.
Case number 250.
And I was going to ask y'all, why do you think, back to the dates right here, why do you think it's just now getting bounded over? Do you think that all those exams I was talking about, like right here, if you see pre-exam hearing, And then bond continued. And then there's about 4 of them. One in March, one in May, and then another one in August. And then they just did her conference at where it starts at the 36th district, and then she waived her right to the preliminary, and now is bounded over, and she'll be in court tomorrow for her arraignment in front of Judge Kizik. So why do you guys think? What do you think that? Does anyone have an idea? Maybe like why? Just getting bound over because Detroit doesn't know her. I know, right? Just now getting bounded over. That's what I'm talking about. That's crazy to me. And that's why I'm wondering, and anyone on the replay, if you comment, in the comments, like, was she trying to get an evaluation or, because I don't understand. Like, or maybe they just didn't have time, like Miss Mocha said. They got a lot going on. Miss Worthy and her people got a lot going on. So maybe it was just is what it is. But that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. That's scary. So let me pick it up. This was on the 4th.
5567401. This is the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Randy Catrice Pierce, who is charged with count 1, homicide, murder, first degree premeditated. Count 2, homicide, felony murder. Count 3, child abuse, first degree. Count 4, tampering with evidence. And count 5, concealing the death of an individual. Will the parties please identify themselves for the record?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ripley on behalf of the people, P8.
Miss Tina Ripley, we know that voice way well.
This most honorable court. Kim Michon, Neighborhood Defender Services, P59167.
Y'all heard that? Neighborhood defender. Man. And then again, too, when I was in the courtroom with them, you would think, it's one thing to, be respectful and, greet each other. But when I watched them interact, the defense attorneys and the prosecution, they were kiki kaka. I don't know. Maybe I got the wrong idea. But I don't know. They look like... I don't think they should have been kiki kaka like that, in my opinion. But, hey, what do I know? It's her pleasure. Like, I don't know. Again, sorry, I keep pausing this. They're pissing me off. Like, you don't have to say that. It's my pleasure. You could just be like, I'm here, and, you're court appointed. It's not like you have a firm. So that, like, is like, what? Are you... What? Wow.
State your name for the record, dear.
Randy Catrice Pierce.
Your Honor, Ms. Pierce and I have had a lovely conversation regarding the nature of a political...
She loves that word fucking lovely. What in the hell? There has to be defense attorneys, but again, it's like the professionalism and it's just giving court appointed for sure. Like, we had a lovely conversation. What fucking type of conversation is lovely about this bitch smothering her 9-year-old and burying him and hog tying him? Please explain to me, Miss Neighborhood Defender. What is lovely about any of that conversation? I am screaming. What is going on?
Preliminary examination, in that the people only need to prove by mere probable cause that a crime has been committed and that she may be involved in that matter. Understanding that she wishes to freely and voluntarily exercise her right to waive her preliminary examination, understanding she will be bound over to circuit court on the charges in the complaint and the warrant. I do not believe Ms. Ripley has any objection.
Adrian Ripley?
No, sir. We have no objection.
All right. With that, Ms. Pierce, can you please raise your right hand for me, ma'am? Do you solemnly swear that any testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? All right, you can lower your right hand, Ms. Pierce. Thank you. Ms. Pierce, is it your desire today to waive your preliminary examination?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Pierce, I want to make sure that you do understand you have a statutory right to have a preliminary
Right,
examination
Sean.
if you'd like to do so. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
If you were to have a preliminary examination regarding this matter, the prosecution would have to establish via a probable cause standard, one, that a crime was committed, and two, that it's likely that you committed that crime. They would do so by presenting evidence and testimony. Do you understand that? By waiving your right to a preliminary examination today, the prosecution will no longer have to provide testimony and evidence at this point. Do you understand that? And knowing that, you would still like to waive your preliminary examination today? All right. Now, even though you are waiving your preliminary examination, Ms. Pierce, you are not waiving your right to a trial. Do you understand that? All right. Ms. Pierce, has anyone threatened you to get you to waive your preliminary examination today? Has anyone promised you anything to get you to waive your preliminary examination today? Based on the representations I've heard from the defendant today, I believe the waiver has been done knowingly, voluntarily, and with full understanding, and for that reason, Ms. Pierce, you will be bound over as charged, and you will now be arraigned on the information before the circuit court on the date of November 11th of 2025. I'm sorry, November 12th of 2025 at 9 a.m. Anything further?
No, Your Honor. Thank you so very much for your time and consideration.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a good day.
Johnny and I.
Okay, that was on the 4th, which is got us up to tomorrow, which I will be in the courtroom, and I'm gonna bring some updates to y'all. But I'm gonna just say this, because again, I've been around, Riggins and the neighborhood, whatever, good neighborhood. I find it kind of weird, and I'm just gonna say it. There's no male working that law firm but him, and he is the only colored person. And they're all women, all YT women. He's got a group of YT women, and he's the only male. I feel like that's kind of weird. And then I want to ask y'all this. So when the victims in, the Monster Butts case, got cross-examined, I want to say, where the fuck was that energy that he gave them little girls, to them grown-ass adults that were lying? Like, I feel like he was, like, attacking them, like, and it was like, why didn't you do that to the people the adults that were committing perjury? Like, you didn't want to tiptoe with them or try to debunk them, but you wanted to debunk these minors. I thought that was fucking weird. The only one who said something about anyone's testimony being kind of fishy was Miss Sabrina, the judge. In my opinion, that was weird. Like, none of them. Like, it was just, I was like, wow. Did anyone think that they not weird, they needed a token be on their team for when they have to defend their defendants? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's all, it does. It's always, there's always some, method to the madness, if you know what I mean. There always is. There has to be a method, There's always a method to the madness, and it's crazy. Always a method. And the evildoers and the wicked, ain't no rest for them, and they can't sleep literally until their evil deed is done. And that's just it, like in my opinion, I believe there's only two type of people in this world, and that's good and bad. Or good and evil. Like, there's no in between. Like, this shit is not normal. And this ain't no mental illness. This is evil. Cause I remember I was asked, do you think someone can be born evil? And I was like, nah. And I just like you know, with the LGBT community. Like I don't think you can be where I thought we were all born pure. And then, you know, society in our environment, in the production of our environment, our parents corrupts us. But after a while, some people like this, like, and you know, some other people that like they have to be born this evil. They have to, because there's no explanation. So my opinion changed, and I believe that you are either born good or evil, and then, you know, then you're a product of your environment, and then you gotta do what you gotta do to figure life out. But I feel like certain people are born evil. Like, you know, Mr. Dahmer, I feel like he was born evil. Mr. Bundy, I feel like he was born evil. I feel like, you know, that guy who did that to the Catholic Church, the story, like, I feel like he was born evil. You know, like, some people just, that's just my opinion. You know, people that are doing these to the shorties, especially the shorties, they have to be born evil. You know, it's crazy work. But so yeah, tomorrow she is being arraigned at the 36th district. I mean, at the 3rd district on Russell Street at 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be in there with my notebook and my pencil, and we're gonna see. Well, you know, it's about time they fucking got to this case, because again, this happened a long time ago. As you can see, let's actually get the exact date where she. I want to say it was October. Right here. Yeah. 10/24/2024. This is when she was charged. You can see the statutes of the charges, and then, you know, right here. You know, and then so that happened in October. They didn't come back to it until February 28th, 2025. Then they didn't come back to it until March. Then they didn't come back to it again until May. And then in August. And then just a couple days ago on November. And now it's finally being bounded over. Crazy work. And then, you know, we have on the 17th, we have another court hearing for a character that we all know. I went to court, and he did not show up for his final conference. They issued a warrant out for his arrest. I checked the docket. I'm about to pull it up for you guys right now so you can see it. He has not been picked up. The trial is still in play and going to be taken off. The judge was to say, he did say that you know, they're going to continue on in the plea. I guess there might have been allegedly some plea talk on the table. There's no more. The plea is off the table, and the trial will still happen, and they're gonna pick jury that morning and start opening statements if he shows up. You know, because right now there is a warrant out for his arrest, and he has not been picked up, which I have the paperwork for you guys right now, and I'm gonna show y'all that for Mr. Vari. Come on, man. I'm rooting for you. Please get your life together for that baby. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're still young, you know, and, you know, I hope you can turn it around. Again, you got a shorty, you know. And, again, and I find this interesting, you know, he has no co-defendants, but he was running a rug house, which a baby was found in. Where's the mom at? Why is the baby in CPS custody? Like, where is Miss Banks, the little girl who went missing and then popped back up randomly 6 months later? 3 days before our girl Naziah allegedly goes missing, and then now there's a baby. She's MIA, and the baby's in CPS custody. Here's the paperwork right here from Mr. Vari. He's not allowed to have no contact with not to be around any illegal substances. Carla says, thanks for all you do for these babies. No, for real, they deserve it, and I would want someone to do it for my shorty. If anything ever happens to me, I will, yeah. I'm always do my due diligence, especially when it comes to the babies. Like, I'm a baby. I'm a shorty person. Like, I'm riding for the shorties. Kids, we didn't ask to be here. They're innocent, and we gotta teach, and we can't be mad. We gotta teach. Again, if you don't want to have kids, don't have sex unless you do it the right way. Because I don't think that, just, if you don't want to have kids, don't have fucking kids. Yeah, he does need guidance. Almost definitely. Always gonna pray. This is crazy though. Like, how she could just do this, and she had another shorty, and then run, and then have the audacity to ask for the lowest bond and a GPS tethered to a motherfucking homeless shelter. Miss me with that bullshit. Brandy, monster, what the fuck? Are you okay? Like, what? Like, no. So then I want to show y'all this, where, it shows the dates, and show you that, a warrant was arrested. A warrant was issued for his arrest right here. When I went to court on the 5th, the bond was revoked. So he now owes $10,000 because his bond is revoked. He was failure to appear, petition order for bench warrant, and now on 11/17/2025, a jury trial begins at 9 a.m. So, I hope he shows up. If you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime. Hey, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. It's like, some people know all these quotes, and that's what I don't get. If you can preach this shit, how come you can't walk it? I don't get it. That don't make sense to me. You got all the sauce, but you can't make spaghetti. But you can tell everybody else how to make their fucking spaghetti. What's going on? The healed her. Hope you're having the smoothest, the coolest, and the truest evening you ever could have. Miss Mocha says facts. Yeah. I don't get it. These mofos got all the drip of the sauce to give and critique, but they can't even do it themselves. That's I don't understand it. It's interesting. So I want to read something real quick, and and then end it off how I usually end it off. Again, my big sis Moke will be going live in about 40 minutes. If y'all haven't pulled up on her, I dropped her link in the chat. Please do. She be keeping it real, raw, and uncut, and authentic. Yeah. And just go ahead, check her out. Like share, and subscribe to her if you know if you like what you hear. It's free, and support is free. And who wouldn't want to support awareness for free by sharing the story, by liking the story? You know, because again, it's about the awareness. We're trying to bring awareness for the babies and the voice for the people. Yeah. Oh, she says, I love your personality. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Can we tap some side emojis for your girls? Miss Yolanda says 100 facts. We stand in the gap for the voiceless. Absolutely. And we want to bring awareness. We want to help people be able to have a voice, because the society is very loud and doesn't like to let people have a voice that need to be heard. You know, it's not fair, but we have places and spaces for those people, and it will remain that way. You feel me? Miss Mocha agrees with my big sister Sean, and my sister Tanya says, hey, you know, you said it, bada boom, bada bing. Nothing more, nothing less. She's great. So I want to read this to y'all, and then we going to end it how we always do. And again, my big sister will be going live in about less than 40 minutes. So, anyone who rebukes a mocker will get an insult in return. Anyone who corrects the wicked will get hurt. So don't bother correcting mockers. They will only hate you. But correct the wise, and they will love you. And trust the wise. They will be even wiser. Teach the righteous, and they will learn even more. Fear of the Lord is the foundation of wisdom. Knowledge of the Holy One results in good judgment. Okay, that would be Proverbs chapter 9, verses 7 through 10. Okay? So, you know how I like to end it. You know, good old Winnie the Pooh, Christopher Robin, y'all. We're smarter than we think. We are braver than we believe. I mean, yeah, we're braver than we believe. My bad, y'all. And we're stronger than we seem. And I know that for facts. I didn't know how strong that I was. And I didn't know how brave. I didn't believe how brave I could be. And I definitely am smarter than I thought. So, y'all, that's all for your girl, Jayjay. I'll be bringing the updates for Zamir King. Let me get some more, let's drop some justice for Zamir King. Blue hearts in the chat. He deserves justice. This mother needs to be under the jail with the other monsters. Y'all be smooth with it. Stay cool with it. And most importantly, 100% true with it, you know? I love y'all. It's all love, justice for these babies. Let's keep bringing awareness. Again, y'all be smooth with it. Again, justice for Zamir King. And I'm out, y'all. Y'all be smooth.